everyone, it's Linda Sobraski with Sapphire Papercrafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was fighting with my oh, it found its way home. My iRobot. You out there? There you are. My daughter and my son-in-law got it for me for Christmas, and so we got it. Once we took the tree down yesterday, we put it to use. Boy, there's a lot of dog fur. Hey, Nick. So when I got home from work today, we set it loose again. It's having a lot of fun trying to figure out where it's going. I live in an old house. And, I have a hallway of doors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors in one small hallway. So this thing is just like running all over the doggone place. It's kind of funny. So it was at my craft room door, and I told it to go home. So it was trying to find home. I know I'm late, but I'm here. I was playing with my iRobot. Hey, Marcy, did you have a good holiday? Hi, Anita. How was everybody's Christmas? Ours was great. We were over Nikki's. And next year will be even better because the baby will be there. And we had a good time. But funny, we were all sleeping by 10 o'clock. I was at least sleeping on the couch. My son-in-law was sleeping on the floor. So we were all over the place. It was kind of sad. It was the first Christmas I've spent without my brother because him and his girlfriend were homesick. They were fighting that flu thing. Hi, Jenny. And, of course, they didn't want to give it to Nikki with the baby, and then with my son and his pots, they didn't want to get him sick, so they stayed home. So we're going to celebrate with them on New Year's Day over at my son's house. He always he doesn't always, we talked him into it. Last couple years he's done the pork dumplings and sauerkraut, so it's nice. Everybody kind of pitches in now that they're older, and we have a good time. What's everybody's plans for New Year's? We are not doing a thing. New Year's Eve, we're going to, order ribs, I decided. Not ribs, wings. Ooh, maybe I'll make ribs. We bought some at the butcher the other day. I don't know. We'll do something. Hey, Richard. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Ed joined. I turned our little robot off. He had trouble finding his way home. I had to guide him with my feet. And that's about it. Nothing, no snow still. I hear we're supposed to get an inch tonight. Bad winds this morning. I laid in bed listening. Hey, Sue. Merry Christmas. I noticed one of our little trees at work is down. One by one, they're falling over. Hopefully everything's on my deck because it was pretty windy and rainy. But other than that, nothing really going on in the Stampin' Up! World. Tomorrow is the last day for the clearance rack. So if there is anything on the clearance rack that you're looking for, I think it's the clearance rack. Maybe it's the discontinued list. Anyways, tomorrow is the last day. So if you go on my SapphirePapercrafts.com, you can see everything, and then figure out if there's anything that you want. I'm going to Marcy's house for pork dumplings and pork and sauerkraut too. We got this really good roast 1 to 3 tomorrow. What are you talking about, Ed? Hey, Kathy, how are you? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So we buy all of our meat from Pinzoni's Market. They're down on the West Side Market, and then they have a place on Broadview in Parma. And they take the pork roasts and they stuff it with a cornbread stuffing and then wrap it in bacon. It is delicious. So we bought like an 8-pound roast for 10 of us. I really hope it's enough because it is really, really good. And Nikki's going to yell, but Nikki with that baby, her and that baby like to eat. So I hope we have enough food. I think we will. Emily made the sauerkraut last year, and it was excellent. So whatever she did last year, I hope she does again this year because it was really, really good. And then, Marcy, you definitely need that roast. It is really, really good. So, and then Nikki and I will probably make the dumplings. We got to still kind of teach Emily the consistency of the dumplings, but we'll get her on board. It's really good though. Don't forget that if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin for the January one, you have to subscribe by January 10th. Hey Laura. Laura's got the nice night off tonight. She's probably having a good time. Oh no, she's got JC. She's got her nephew. She's still having a good time. They have a good time together. Let that baby eat. Yeah, you should have been with us at lunch today. That baby ate. An appetizer and a full meal. I couldn't eat that much. Excuse me. So, the paper pumpkin for January is going to be something with bees because it's going to be with the bee kit. Anybody who has not gotten their catalogs from me, let me know and I will get you 1, 2, whatever you need. And I gotta quit saying Nikki yells at me that I say too much. Oh, that was all she had to eat all day. She didn't get her chocolate milk fix. That's her problem. She's been drinking a lot of chocolate milk. We're having a class on January 12th at Nikki's house, and that is going to be the class that there are going to be some smaller people with us. And we're going to use the happy birthday kit and make some kitty type cards. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Again, like I said, if you need a catalog, let me know. Today we're going to do some triple stamping. I haven't showed you guys how to do this yet, so I thought this would be a good time. And then I'm going to show you the cards. I've been playing with the Painted Poppies bundle. I have to make a card for a challenge, so I've been kind of playing around with that a little bit. Some I cased, and for those of you that don't know, case is what we refer to in Stampin' Up! World as copy and share everything. So we want you to copy our cards. We want you to share our cards. A lot of times if you copy a card, as you're working on it, you may say, hey, you know what, I want to try and do this to it. Or you might say, hey, I'm going to make another one of these cards, and I'm going to use this, or I'm going to put some ribbon here, or put an embellishment there. Just different things. Maybe I like this card, but I'm going to use this stamp set instead and see how this turns out. So it gives you a little bit of inspiration. So feel free to copy, share anything that I do, and all the other demonstrators are in the same boat. Just go ahead and give it a shot and see what you come up with. Oh, great, Michelle. I can't wait for you and Sophie to come. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, Nikki's sick. Nikki and Eric are both sick, so Nikki's been staying away from her chocolate milk so she doesn't get any more phlegmy, since, the only thing she can really take is Benadryl and Tylenol. But baby's getting big. We got 10 more days, and we will know. My son has already decided it is a boy, and he has already named it Ethan James, and will not tell us where this name came up from. And I talked to his girlfriend tonight, and she said she will never tell us where they came up with this name. But I'm sure this little girl, when she's about 18, 19, 20 years old, is going to have a friend who's going to say, "Why does your uncle call you Ethan?" Because he will call this child Ethan no matter what its name is and no matter what sex it is. So be prepared for Ethan. It's coming. Okay, so let's get started on our card here. I'm going to flip screens, I think. Maybe. I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. So let's go over to here. So here's, don't forget the paper pumpkin, 20 treat bags, 10 mini cards and envelopes. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show you. And I'm not giving you a clean piece of paper today. You can see where I've been playing with everything. Last week we used that set, the handkerchief set, that was part of Celebration. You can get it for free. So I told you that, I always like to finish them off somehow. So on these, let me get on camera here. On these, I just used another piece of Poppy Parade, and I did a thank you card, and then I stamped, it does go in there. I stamped the poppy here. I was thinking about doing something, and then for some reason I didn't think that I had an inside. Oh, because that's not the poppy. That's why I'm crazy. This is the $1 million stamp set, the rose that the gal from Middlefield designed. That's what I used on this. So I put that inside all those, and then on this one, oops, I bent my leaf there. I used the Coastal Cabana, and again, that stamp set, and I used the Birthday Cheer to You All Year. But I wanted to show you some variations that I made. It was on this one. So if you remember, I used the fast fuse on the corner here, and we could see it through. So I cut out the poppies, and I just put them on the corners and covered up the tape so you can't see it. So that's what I did to fix that problem. And then while I was stamping this, as you can see on my table here, I was stamping off because I didn't want this inside to be dark. I caught the corner of this vellum. So I just stamped the rest of it and then put that on. So that kind of gave it a little Coastal Cabana feel there. Trying to cover up my boo-boo on that one. So there's always, you can always fix it somehow. Embellishments, ribbon, something. You can make it work, believe me. There's never a problem. You don't have to throw the card away. We can come up with something to fix it. So that's what I did to finish those off. So now I have, 8 cards. I did most of them thank you cards. And I'm all set there. So I did that. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Who else is out here? Laura's got the straws. Hey, Shelly, any baby yet, Shelly? Come on. Laura, I think I told you guys last week, is a very, very good friend of mine, and she actually is the one that officiated Nikki and Eric's wedding, and she told Nikki that she's coming to the reveal party and she's going to stick straws in the cake so she can find out what the baby is. Laura is probably just as excited as I am about this baby. She loves Nikki and Eric, and she's just so happy. She's a very, very good friend. Yep, see, can't wait. So excited. Hey, Esther. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Oh, so now Nikki's going to have her put both colors of icing. Something in the middle that's straw-proof. Yeah, you could put like a little canister or something in there in the middle and have them put the color in the little canister so that Laura can't get to it. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, so let's start. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this card today, which is the triple stamping. But I decided to change it up a bit, and I'm going to use, Mango Melody instead of the Blackberry Bliss that I used on this. So here are the dimensions. So this is the normal card, 8.5 by 5.5, and then fold it in half to get your 4.25 by 5.5. I did yesterday, last night, after the hockey game, I got all my stamp sets in my case, finally. Okay, so we have these little pieces that I have cut here. So you have a piece of Whisper White, and the Whisper White is 4 inches by 5.25. And then you have another piece of Whisper White, and this is 4.25 by 3 inches. And we are going to put just a little dab of snail on here. And I'm going to try and center it, which you guys know I'm not really good at. And I'm going to stick that down. This piece is 2 inches by 3.25. And again, we're just going to put a little piece of snail on here, just enough to hold it down. There's not even any in there. I'm having trouble with my adhesive. This ain't working right. Let's see. There we go. And we're going to put this right in the center here. Okay, so we're going to start with the Whisper White pieces, and I'm going to take the Poppy and my Mango Melody pad and ink that up. And with these pieces all stuck together, I'm just going to stamp. Okay, now you're going to have that little edge, but that's okay. Yep, and I got some middle in there too. I'm picking up, let me get my thingamadoer here, my chamois. I don't know how I got ink in the middle, but there we go. That'll be coming out in the sink. I was yelling at my husband the other day. I said, you know, when you shave, you could wipe that sink out. It's all yucky and looks silly, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't shave. I'm like, okay, so what's in the sink? Well, I figured it out. It's from me washing my chamois out. I forgot I wanted to do this happy birthday in the middle here. So it's going to be a little off center, but that's okay. It'll work. So now I have to clean the sink out when I wash my chamois. Let's see, we'll put that there. Okay, and then I want to use some old olive. I had all my stamp pads out, I thought. Guess not. Okay. So I'm just going to take my leaf here and I'm just going to kind of add it to some places here. I also decided to use a different leaf, something just a little different. I think I'm going to have one come up this way. Yeah, good enough. No, not good enough. I don't like that blank space there. You know me, I don't like blank spaces. Okay, so now we're going to pull this apart. So what we have is we have the card base, which, you know, is a normal card base. And we're going to put this on here. Hopefully facing the right way so our happy birthday goes the right way. And then we are going to take the next size. And this was the 4 1/4 by 3 inch Whisper White. And this Mango Melody is cut at 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. So we're going to put our snail on this. Okay, and then we're going to line this whole piece up with this. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. This was your 2 inches by 3 1/4, and we have the Mango Melody, which is cut at 3 1/2 by 2 1/4, and we're going to put this on. There we go. And voila, there's your card. Everything is lined up, but you have your Mango Melody in between everything. Very easy. I will try and get these measurements onto my blog so you guys have them. But I mean, you can basically do any measurement. Everything is a 1/2 inch, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Everything is a 1/2 inch smaller for your colored base against your Whisper White. So you can do any type of measurements if you want. Okay, so I want to show you the cards that I made. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Jenny. We'll do something like that. I wanted to do also with the designer series paper. You can do some stuff like this, but I didn't because I wanted to do this one and show you guys how to do this. Okay, so here are the cards I made, and I want to know which ones you guys like. All right, this one was very, very easy. This is just the DSP that I cut down and I put on some old olive. This is a cutout from the bundle. It's called the Peaceful Poppy Element Set, and you get these die cuts out of there. So I put that on. This is a die cut that comes with the set. And then this is Wishing You Every Happiness This Special Day Will Bring. And this came from the Peaceful Moments set. So then on the inside, I used the Happy Birthday and I just stamped a couple of the flowers. Very easy. Like I said, this is strictly DSP. You can get 6 cards off of one sheet of DSP, all with this design. Oh, Chewy, are you here for your treat? You want your treat? Here you go. I had to restock treats. There you go. So that's a real easy thing. And after I finished, hey Emily, oh hey Mark, I thought, you know what? And I should have done it because I actually cased this card. I should have put some of the crinkle ribbon underneath it. I've got the crinkle Whisper White and put that under there too and put a bow or something. So this is how you get ideas, is you start with something and you maybe, like I said, you case somebody and then you start thinking, oh, well, let me do this or let me do that. So that's one card. And then I made this card, which is basically just a piece of Blackberry Bliss and then Whisper White, and don't mind my little mess up here. I die cut one of the poppies out and put that in the middle. I die cut a circle. I cut just the strip and did that. And this card actually started with this card that I got in a swap. And I thought, oh, that's really cute. Let me put the poppy in the middle. So that's where this one came from. And then this, I keep my swap cards to get some inspiration on things. So this one is on the Poppy Parade, and then I use the Pool Party, and I use the DSP that matched, and my flowers coming off, and did the circle, the scallop circle, and did a Whisper White circle, and I used the these little grunge type things and stamped around the circle just so it wasn't so plain, and die cut out and then put a couple sequins on and some Poppy Parade ribbon, and then on the inside this is a thank you card, and then I just put you shouldn't have but I'm glad you did, and I stamped some of the other little flowers that come with it. So that was another one. This one I really like. So again, it's in Poppy Parade, and I ran it through the embossing folder called, let's see, I think I still have it down here. Yes, I do. Stylish Scroll. So I ran the Whisper White through the embossing folder. I stamped the poppies and the leaves and colored them with my blends, with my Stampin' Blends. Did again a scallop. And on Whisper White, these are the moments we'll look back on with joy. Put a couple sequins on. And then Life is Better with a Friend Like You. And I stamped this flower and again used my blends on it. So that was another one I made. And then this one is with Calypso Coral and Crushed Curry. And I just stamped this stamp here with the flowers and then used the grunge stamp and stamped the Calypso Coral and Crushed Curry. Stamped a couple more of those flowers down here. Real simple. Wishing you every happiness this special day will bring, and stamped a couple more flowers in the Calypso Coral down there. And then this one is with Rich Razzleberry and the Crushed Curry, and then a piece of DSP. And I used the stitch framelit to cut the thank you out, and here's a piece of DSP here. I cut this out. This is a die that comes with the set. These actually are on watercolor paper, and this again is part of this Peaceful Poppies Elements set. You get a whole, you get a sheet of the different types of flowers and leaves. I don't know if you can see, they're white embossed, and I just took my stamp pad and my aqua painter and I painted the flowers and the leaves using my aqua painter and dimensional those up, put a couple sequins on. That's from the Peaceful Poppy sequin set, and they've got all different color sequins in here. They've got black ones, white ones, red ones, gold ones. It looks like there's some Calypso Coral, just all colors. There's some of these are flower shaped too. So I just used some of those. And on the inside, again, you shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did, and I stamped the little flower. So, which one does everybody like? There is no spider over my shoulder. There better not be a spider. The spider's going to eat me. There better not be a spider, Mr. Mark. Oh, this card. I wanted to show you the card that inspired it. It was this one with the dragonfly. Only I just used, something a little bit different. But again, I just kind of flipped through some cards that I got in swaps and said, oh, let me try this. So this is what inspired this card. Believe me, I have tons and tons and tons of swaps. I started to show you guys some, and then I stopped. I don't know why. All right, so we have card. Let me move my stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, which is everybody's favorite? You two stop with the spiders. I'm bringing spiders over to your house. Run. Wrong shoulder. They're being nutcases. Mark's usually sleeping to go to work tonight, but he's on plant shutdown. So let me slide these over a little bit more. Hey, Karen. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We were just kind of playing with cards. I was playing with the Peaceful Poppies set the other day. And I wanted to know which card everybody liked the best. Oh, and I guess these are just off to the side. These are our ones we played with today. Nikki likes number 3. That's this one. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, that's this one. I can't even count. I need my adding machine. So Nikki likes this one. Jenny likes this 1 and 6, and then maybe 2. A little indecisive there. Anybody else got a favorite? I kind of like them all, to be perfectly honest. Mark, is that 1 and 6 or 1 through 6? Five or 6. Yeah, I really like 5. Karen, I know how much you love to make cards, but you are good at it. You just don't realize you're good at it. And the one with the spider. There is no spider. I have spider trinkets, Mark. I'm going to bring them over. 1 and 3. Yeah. Karen, you know how easy Stampin' Up! Makes card making. And you did a beautiful job with those cards for Christmas. So I think you should get into it more. So I don't know. I think I'll play a little bit more. Let's see. Let's see what she sent me for my challenge. So she sent me these pieces of designer series paper. And then I got some of the ribbon, and I got some of the elements, and I got some of the sequins. So this is what I have to use. So I have to come up with something using this. I like this purple. I need to come up with something with the purple. Karen's going to try. I know, you're good. So I don't know, I have to get my head thinking tonight. See what I can come up with. Actually, I'll probably do it tomorrow night because we're not doing anything. That was the dog. That was not me burping. The dog is right here. Oh, Chewy. Leave it to Chewy. Do I have any cards with my dog on it? No, I don't need a card. I got my dog right here. Burping. So that's that for tonight. I'm sure we'll come up with something for next week. But remember, the 12th we are having the class, and it is going to be with the yeah. That one is not in the cabinet. It is still on the floor. Let's see. Is this one open? It's going to be with this paper. And I think we're going to come up with some really cute cards and see what else we can make. Maybe we can do some 3D projects and stuff. So anybody that's interested, hopefully tomorrow. And, well, I got to work tomorrow. So maybe on New Year's Day I'll have time to get on my blog. That's going to be Up dock. Are you? I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about. You know I'm blonde. Not your dog. Up dog. Emily, you and Mark come up with goofy stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe Karen knows. You mean up dock. Like, what's up dock? Like, what was that cartoon? I don't know. He'll make fun of me. Don't worry. On New Year's Day, he'll be making fun of me. Mom don't know what I'm talking about. So January 12th we'll be doing this. Nikki has to give me a date. I need to get that calendar stuff going. I have the calendars, and so I need to figure out a date when we can get together and make those. And hopefully in January, because, you know, we're going to have a January calendar. What's up, dog? That's old. I remember that. And that's it. So everybody have a very, very happy New Year. Be safe. Enjoy your families. And you got it, Bugs Bunny. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Kelly. I don't know. My kids are making fun of me again, as usual. And I'm blonde, and it's going right over my head. So, the usual. So, everybody have a happy New Year. Be safe. Enjoy your family. Eat lots of pork, sauerkraut, and dumpling, because I understand Ohio is the only one that thinks that is good luck. But anybody else can join in on us, because Ohioans, we know what we're doing here, don't we? And I will see you guys next week. Don't get too hungover. And have a good week. I will see you then. Bye-bye.